Hello YouTube, this is Weston at Weston's Toys and Collectibles again, and we're going to take a look at Transformers Siege, War for Cybertron's trilogy, Blowpipe. And this is basically how he comes packaged in his robot mode, and he has these two accessories, well, three accessories I guess if you count this. Piece comes off here, and you can, there, that comes off, and it can be, this is the blast effect, and this can be like a separate blast effect, and it's got the hole is a 5mm hole, so you can put that on something that's 5mm, and then this blast effect has the 5mm post that has the 3mm peg hole in it, right there, right there. Then this goes on there, and that's basically this blast piece. We'll set that off to the side. We'll take a look at this. This is the, basically it's his weapon, and then also half of his weapon mode, or a portion of his weapon mode. That can be placed here on his arm. And he can hold it up pretty well. I say that, he was holding it the other day just fine, but I say that and now he can't do it. But anyway, plugs into his arm, and then it has the 3mm peg hole here, and I think that's like a 1mm peg hole that you can actually put like a Targetmaster's foot on, but I don't know why you'd do that. Basically, you can go ahead and plug that on there like that, and that's how the blast effect works with this weapon. This also attaches to his back like this, so he has the gun on, basically the whole gun on his back. Articulation. So basically he's molded out of these two colors of plastic. This is in separate colored plastic. But he's molded out of this darkish gray, and then this kind of like a dark azure is what I think it is in Lego. It's got a small small Decepticon logo tampoed there. Two different shades of green paint on his face and visor. Some silver, or no, it's more of a gray paint. There, and there. And that's pretty much it for that, but articulation, his arm ball joints, they go all the way around and in and out that far. Nothing at the elbow. His hips, also on ball joints, they can go back, they go forward, in and out that far. So he doesn't have a whole lot of articulation, but definitely a lot better than, say, the Pretender shells we got in the last wave, and definitely a lot better than a Titan's Return Targetmaster. That being said, here is Blowpipe, his from the Trigger Happy figure. So there's two different Blowpipe, Targetmaster and Titanmaster. So, and like I said here, you can, I think you can plug, yeah, there you go, and he holds on securely. So that's the same as same size as one of the Titanmaster pegs. So the reason he is out is basically he is the Targetmaster for Trigger Happy here. Let me just reattach Trigger Happy's head. And here's Titan Return Trigger Happy. And you can see how those scale together, just like that. And oddly enough, this can actually fit on the tips of those guns, and sort of fit on the tips of these guns. it doesn't really fit in those. Those are a bit bigger than a 5mm hole. So setting him off here, you can take your blowpipe, and he's a Targetmaster, so he's going to become a weapon. So you basically flip this up, pretty much put his legs together like so. There's a pin here, that's where you want to break that joint connection or whatever at his midsection, and then bring the feet around, and there's 2 slots here, 2 tabs here, and those tabs go directly into the slots. Then you take his arms, and there's a tab on his arm, and that just goes into this slot here on each side. And there is Blowpipe in his weapon mode. And it's fairly true to the original Blowpipe weapon mode from Headmasters or the Rebirth series that they were all in. And here is Trigger Happy holding his Targetmaster finally. And here it is with the weapon effect on there. He's the only of the first 3 Targetmaster single packs that I've gotten. I'm thinking about getting the one that goes to Hot Rod. But Lionizer I have no real interest in. But this guy, pretty much, I had to get him for Trigger Happy. And I think they look good together. I think this looks great. I kind of wish the color match would have been a bit better, but that being said, the colors didn't really match on the original, so I'm really glad that Hasbro finally decided to release some actual Targetmasters, because they're much needed right now. Because there's Cup and pretty much all the Targetmasters from the G1 series have yet to have their Targetmasters released, and I think Trigger Happy was a good solution for the first one. A lot of people have Trigger Happy, as he was very widely distributed. I was unable to get either of the other 2 Targetmasters, but once I do, and if they have the Targetmasters for them also are released, which would be Aimless and I can't recall the other one's name offhand, but Slinger's Targetmaster, I'll be sure to get those as well. But definitely a recommend on this here. I do wish he had a little bit more paint to go around, but what he does have is alright. Do I recommend the price point? I really kind of don't. I don't like the price point for these little guys, because we were getting basic figures for the same price not even, 10 years ago. And now all of a sudden this is the same price as a Scout class would have been back in 2009. So I don't really recommend the prices anymore, especially on even the deluxe figures that are coming out. But I guess it is what we have to deal with. I don't make the prices, Hasbro does. So, in stores. So anyway, yeah, thanks for watching. This has been my review of Blowpipe. I do recommend him, but not for the price. Thank you. Make sure to like and subscribe if you will. Share this on whatever social media platform that you are part of. And until next time, till all are one.